If you feel like your life is literally falling apart, then congratulations. Because that means that your old self, your old life is crumbling, making space for a new aligned dream life. I feel like I had to make this video because lately it's been so intense for me. So many unworthiness issues, ego issues, insecurities have come up to the surface for me to deal with. And I was like, what is going on? Why is this happening? And then I looked at what is going on astrologically. And I realized we're going through the 1111 portal. I think 7 other portals. It's crazy energies right now. So I thought so many of us needs to hear this message now, because the more I looked into the energies that we're going through at the moment, I realized that the collapse we're feeling isn't punishment, it's initiation. We tend to think that when everything goes wrong, it means that we've failed or made a wrong turn. But spiritually, when the universe removes what's not aligned, it looks exactly like chaos. So no, your life isn't falling apart, it's falling into place. But that, unfortunately for the ego, because the ego hates this, it means that everything else that is not you, that is not aligned with your highest self, must crumble. Which for a lot of us could be a big part of our life. So today I will share 3 stages, 3 types of collapses, and then you can identify which collapse that you are going through right now and how to solve it. How you can break through more easily and enjoyably into the next aligned stage where you're living your dream life. Because that is why this is happening, to prepare you for your dream life. Because if you don't release all the shit that is not aligned with you, then you can never get to your dream life. Around 10 years ago, when I first met my psychic, who I still go to, I was feeling so stuck. And she was saying, you're gonna see such a change in your life. You're gonna dress differently, you're gonna eat differently, you're gonna hang around with different people, you're gonna live in a different country, your job is gonna be completely different. And I didn't believe her at the time because I was like, what? But this is me, like, why would it change so much? But now looking back, me 10 years ago, I am unrecognizable. I was in a 9-to-5 job. I am now a spiritual business owner. I was single, struggling to keep a relationship. Well, I've now been with my twin flame for over 6 years. I was wearing tight jeans, uncomfortable clothes that didn't align with me, but was fashion at the time. While now I wear sustainable, breathable, quality fabrics and flowy clothes that doesn't restrict my body. I was drinking alcohol out of peer pressure, while now I don't drink anymore except once a year. The list goes on and on and on. My soul had outgrown the life I was trying to save. The universe wasn't taking things away, it was pulling me forward. And that is what is happening to you too, if you stumbled upon this video and you're wondering, like, what is going on? Why is my life falling apart? And the real problem is that most people, they struggle, they resist the collapse. But the more you surrender, the faster it will happen and the faster you get to your dream life. Here are the 3 types of collapses that we'll be exploring today. We have the identity collapse, the environmental collapse, and the destiny collapse. So pay attention now to see which one you are in currently. The first one is the identity collapse. The reason why this happens is because your old personality can't step into your higher self, so it shatters. So if this is you, you're literally stepping into your higher self. One thing that I have struggled with throughout my life since being a teenager is people pleasing. Putting on a fake smile, especially in front of strangers, being agreeable to everything, not daring to rock the boat, especially if I believe they have a different opinion than mine. And this has been coming up a lot recently and has created friction in my relationship, caused me a lot of stress, and it's because it needed to be dealt with. I'm stepping into my higher self, so I need to let go of the people pleasing. So I've been going to therapy, looked at, okay, what in my childhood led to this behavior? So if this is you, stop trying to go back to who you were and ask, who am I becoming? Don't hold so tightly to your old self and know that, okay, just because this has been your reality for as long as you can remember, doesn't mean that it's your true self. This future you that you want to become, for example, more confident, that is the real you. That is why your soul is urging to get there. The second one is the environmental collapse. When your frequency rises, everything around you that doesn't match crumbles. Jobs, relationships, location, habits. So this is what happened back 10 years ago for me, where everything changed in my life. And this is freaking scary And I think the most common thing to happen here is that a lot of people from your life will fall away. If you're still friends with, let's say, childhood friends, or you've grown, they haven't, or perhaps you were friends with just because you don't know how to break up with a friend, it's awkward, they're draining you, but you don't want to tell them. If you have people like that in your life, they will fall away one way or the other. It will be you'll have an argument, or you'll just realize you have to break off this connection. Whatever way, the universe will push these people away from you. But know that these people and these low vibrational things in your environment gets removed from your life to make space for what's meant for you. And my biggest tip for you is to meditate, so you really, really focus on surrendering in your life. I find when I meditate daily that my soul becomes the master of the ego. And if I haven't meditated for a while, the ego becomes the master of my soul, which you don't want. That's when you feel so much suffering, because the ego just wants to hold on to everything that is familiar. But you don't want to bring your old life in, because then you can never achieve your dream life. And I know that this can be a very ungrounding experience. So what I do to strengthen my meditation and make them more grounding is I use a grounding frequency like this one from Energy Muse. It's 174 hertz. So it has that grounding earth healing frequency. And you literally just press on like this, and there is no sound, just a really powerful frequency. And you can put it on your body for healing. For example, at your root chakra, or what I do is like when I do my morning meditations, I just keep it next to me. But just do it 5 minutes to begin with, because it is very powerful. I remember my crown chakra was like so expanded. So gradually build up. I put the link in my description. And I think right now they're doing a Black Friday sale as well. So definitely check that out. The third one is the destiny collapse. This is when your life reroutes because a complete new timeline is loading, one you couldn't access before. Breakdowns often happen right before major timeline leaps, a pattern seen in mystical traditions and modern psychology. And this is when you start stepping into your life purpose and you start to question, like, what is my life purpose? I know I've been doing this, but what is actually my mission here on earth? And this can be a very scary time. I have several friends who are going through this at the moment, where they're kind of like, oh, but I have experience in this, but this is what I actually want to do, but it's not going that well currently. Maybe I should just go back to what I used to do. But the moment you stop fighting the collapse and start following the signs and synchronicities, everything aligns and you really manifest your purpose. So follow the smallest aligned impulses. Don't go back to your old life and start stepping into the new one. Like, the universe is literally trying to close your old chapter, so let it. Be brave and enter your next chapter, whatever your heart is telling you to do next. And if you're not sure and want more clarity around your purpose, then book a free business clarity call, link in the description. Most people stay in the same life forever because they're too afraid to let anything fall apart. But you're different. You're brave enough to let the collapse happen and rise from it like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And if you're ready to activate the next chapter of your purpose, then watch my next video, Best Business Models for Spiritual People. Link in the description or somewhere around this video. Love you and see you in the next episode.